Okay, students, so we're here with our second unit, or second section, unit 8. Now we're not talking about chords, we're going to be talking about chords and then arcs. So angle BAC is a central angle. And let's look over at our picture on the right hand side. It's a central angle. This right here is a central angle. And notice how, why is it a central angle? The vertex is center of the circle. All right, so it's a well-named angle. The central angle has a vertex in the center of the angle. All right, it's formed by two radii, BA and CA. Those are radiuses of the circle. And the central angle creates two arcs, usually a minor, not all the time, there's a specific case, a minor arc and a major arc. All right, and right here, a minor arc. Notice how the minor arc is only labeled with 2 points. And in this case right here, we're going to call the minor arc BC. All right, and then the major arc is going to be labeled with 3 points. BDC, BDC, BDC. All right, it tells the story. All right, it tells the path. All right, and this first one you go from B directly to C, and here you go from B directly to D, then to C. All right, it tells you which path to take, the order of the points. All right, so we're gonna find arc measures. Let's zoom in here, tap. All right, it's going to take us to the internet. All right, so here's some arc stuff right here. Notice that this mark, we're going to show central angle. Notice how it's the same. The central angle, if the central angle has a measure of 90 degrees, so does the arc measure. All right, or if we have a major arc, 266, 266. So notice how the central angle and the arc measure are always the same exact. Pretty cool. Whoa. All right, so let's bounce back. All right. So that's the relationship. All right, and we're going to talk about that more in detail here in a minute. But something I want to be careful about is we have this right here. All right, this is a radius, this is a radius. What we're focusing on is arc BC. BC drawn with a arc hat. This is segment BC. It goes direct, just a direct path. Notice that these are different. Segments and arcs are different. All right. So some things we want to know about as we progress is minor arcs are arcs who are less than 180. Major arcs are greater than 180. But what about arcs whose measure is exactly 180? Those are called semicircles. All right, and are labeled with 3 points just like a major arc, but the endpoints, so with semicircles, the endpoints are actually diameters. If you connect the endpoints of a semicircle, you get a diameter. And again, this is just kind of laying the foundation. Now let's just dive in and just start talking about a bunch of junk. All right, so we're going to find the measure of angle, or measure of arc AB. So again, look at this. We have this central angle right here. Remember, this is 102, so arc AB is also 102 degrees. All right, the measure of arc AB is 102 degrees. All right, so this is a lot. Arc measures is what we're talking about today. They're very similar to angle measures. All right, and then this is a major arc, so I know it has to be greater than 180. Also, circle, this is a side note, has 360 degrees. So to find this other one, all I'm going to do is 360 minus 102, which is going to spit out 258. I don't know why I used a calculator for that, but I did. All right, so that arc is 258. We know that all the circles add up to 360 degrees. It's a full spin. Example number 2, we're going to find the measure of angle DF. All right, so what I like about this one right here is there's kind of a lot going on. we need this arc right here. So how do I do that? There's several ways to go about it. Let's just, well, this is 90, all right, because of that. So then relating everything, well, if this is 90, this is 90 degrees. If this is 52, this is 52 degrees. If that's 60, this is 60 degrees. All right, so what I can do and what is legal is I can say, well, then this whole arc here, from here to here, is going to be 90 plus 52 plus 60, it's 202 degrees. That means this remaining part, arc DF, measure of arc DF, is just going to be the whole thing 360 minus the part we don't want, which is 202, which is going to give us 158 degrees. Pretty cool. All right, that's it. That's how you do those problems right there. And then we have the arc addition postulate. All right, the measure of the arc formed by two adjacent arcs is the sum of the measures of the two arcs. And really what that's saying right here, we'll just draw this super fast. We'll call it A, B, C. So what this is saying, the measure of arc AC is just going to be the equal measure of arc AB, which is the smaller one. So this is exactly like the segment addition postulate, except we're talking about arcs, all right, or the angle addition postulate, all right. So that's that. Stay tuned for more.